now to discuss Pandora's momentum is Pandora CEO Joe Kennedy. Great to see you again, Joe. And you guys have really come such a long way, even from last year. You know, it's still the top downloaded app on many different platforms, in the top 5 on pretty much every platform out there. I'm curious about the progress you've made in cars. Give us the update on the integration with the cars and the autos here at the CES.
It's very exciting, Emily. Great to be with you.
Yeah.
We announced Acura and Kia this week. That'll make 16 automotive brands that have announced Pandora integrations that are either on the road or coming soon. We also announced the 7th aftermarket automotive audio supplier, AudioVox, today. So really consistent with our strategy of making Pandora available truly everywhere, anytime Pandora listeners want their Pandora personalized radio.
Now, the stock has, over the last 3 or 4 days, bumped up like 25%. You've gotten a lot of positive analyst coverage. What's happened in the last few days? Why the sort of change in fortunes?
Well, we'll leave it to you to analyze the stock price movement. I don't focus on that. We're really focused on
but
this
certainly
tremendous
analysts
opportunity.
out there are feeling very positive about your momentum. Why is that?
I think it's great. I think just more and more they understand this tremendous opportunity we have to disrupt the traditional broadcast radio business and replace it with this superior customer experience of Pandora personalized radio.
Now, since we last spoke, Spotify has launched its own algorithm radio service. Have you checked it out, or how has that impacted you guys?
Absolutely, I check out everything, but I think as exemplified by the numbers you cited, 125 million registered users, we've seen our growth absolutely unabated, and the embrace of consumers of personalized radio delivered by Pandora just continues at a tremendous pace.
Now, I know you guys have been getting more boots on the ground in local markets to sort of bump up the mobile, local advertising. Give me an update on where you stand there and what sort of share you're seeing in these different markets across the country.
Yeah, the really exciting thing is that consumers have embraced us so much that we're already effectively one of the largest radio stations in every market in this country. And we believe on our way to being larger than the largest AM or FM station in most markets in this country in the not too distant future. So that gives us a tremendous opportunity to speak to traditional radio advertising buyers and say, here's a superior alternative, larger than the stations you've been buying, and we offer great targeting capability. You want this demographic, we'll give you this demographic and only this demographic. So we've been putting the feet on the street in place to take advantage of that opportunity. It will play out over some period of time, but we're tremendously excited. It's a $15 billion advertising market, the traditional radio advertising market, and I think we can disrupt that just as we're disrupting the consumer experience side of radio.
Now, Clear Channel's iHeartRadio, a newer entrant into the business. We were speaking with CEO Bob Pittman earlier. He said they indeed plan to start airing ads in April. Until now, it's been ad-free. How do you see that sort of shaking up the mobile ad market and more competition?
Well, I think it's actually first and foremost tremendous validation that in fact radio is transitioning from broadcast delivery to internet delivery. And actually since the relaunch of iHeartRadio has actually been around for about 3 years, but since the relaunch that they made, we've actually gained share of internet radio every month, each month successively establishing a higher and higher record share, the most recent being 68% share of all internet radio in this country. So again, the embrace by consumers of our personalized experience. We believe the best personalized radio experience in the world just continues at a tremendous pace.
So a year from now, the next CES, where do you see Pandora? What are your goals over the next 12 months?
We continue to focus on a better and better personalized experience for our listeners. That's the cornerstone of what Pandora is about, the best personalized radio experience in the world. Of course, we'll continue to expand our distribution footprint in terms of cars, in terms of phones, in terms of set-top boxes, in terms of Blu-ray players, anything that's got connectivity. Because in the grand scheme of things, what's happening is that the internet is finally reaching all of the places where consumers have historically consumed radio. And that's really setting up the tipping point opportunity for us as that connectivity opportunity, and we're just right on top of it, following it, enabling consumers to enjoy their Pandora on whatever device they want to listen to it on.
Pandora CEO Joe Kennedy, we'll check back with you in a year and see how it all happened. Thanks so much for joining us here.
Thanks, Emily.
On Bloomberg West.